beep, boop, boop, beep. And that signals the start of the stream, I guess. I don't know. Random sounds every day. Hello, everybody. Here we are. There's the hat in duplicate because there's a mirror behind it. Uh, but I need a mirror so I can see how I look when I try things on. How is everybody today? Hope you're doing fine. We're gonna continue straight up with the hat that well, that's what we made yesterday, right? It's gonna be stained and it might be decorated with some text. It's gonna end up to look have this color anyway. That's for sure. We're gonna weather it. The edges are way too nice and clean for an old witch hunter like that. But first we need to actually sew the hat together because it isn't. It's where we left off. And this is not 100% dry, but it's dry enough, I would say. So we're gonna venture into the gluing of leather. And we'll start by using some contact cement and gluing these two pieces together. So it's gonna be easier for me because this part has the holes made around the seam. The crown doesn't. So we need to. So instead of trying to hold them together and getting them it straight, I'm just gonna glue it together. We'll start by putting some glue in on the inside here. It's been wet, so it's quite hard. It's gonna keep its shape very well, which is nice. And contact cement is, for those of you who haven't used it, you spread it on both parts that you want to glue together, and then you let it sort of dry a bit until it's just a little tacky, uh, or not tacky at all. Just so 5-10 minutes or so, depending on brand and what you're gluing. And then you stick them together. This part is a bit smooth. I'm thinking we should maybe create some nice scratches for the glue to grab onto. Hi, welcome in. We're probably gonna sand this hat quite a lot over the edges anyway in the end because it's gonna be worn. We're not making a new shiny hat, we're making a hat for a container. Hey, Digital Serenity! Yeah, I feel kind of the same about that, sweetheart, actually. I'm not 100% today. So I feel you on that one. But yeah, KBO, here we go, making hats, putting on glue, having the fun. That's what we're gonna do. How is Digital Serenity? Hope you're okay. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Well, say, oh yeah, that's a hi emote, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's a hi. Eating breakfast. You're poking clay and having the fun, and you're eating breakfast. That's awesome. Breakfast is good. Poking clay, all good. I'm making a hat. I think we're all doing pretty okay then. That's nice. And now, of course, we're gonna have to start the stream with a little bit of waiting. It's actually quite dry on the brim. Let's hope that yeah the crown is drying up quickly. So yeah, waiting a little bit longer on this because it's super fresh. It sucks into the leather quite fast, and then we're gonna drop this on, and we're gonna hopefully get it attached into the right place. Yeah, It's not a specific character. It's a witch hunter, Warhammer fantasy, Age of Sigmar sort of uh, based character. Oh no. Oh well, at least it's fixable. That's something. Yeah, I think this should be able to. Maybe if we actually do this, and then we can start attaching it in the back side like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This. Oh, almost. I thought I had it. What if we just like brute force you in place? Usually don't glue so much leather with contact cement actually. I mean, and I have done it and I know it's obviously it's doable, but it's not a go-to for me. How much have I came out? Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, if that just gets to set a little while, huh, that went just as I hoped, but and that means this went a lot better than expected because I did not expect it to go that well. What weird shade is this? Oh, it's just the microphone and stuff. Okay. Yeah, that seems to be stuck together. So now we can either poke this once more. We have poked it. There are holes in the brim already. Or we can do like we did yesterday and we can just Dremel these holes up instead, which I think is a preferable method in this case because it's gonna be a lot faster. Dun, dun, dun. Where is the Dremel? Over here is the Dremel. Oh, it already has the drill bit in it. It's like it wants to be used for this. It's almost like it's prepared for it. Because there's a lot of holes to be made. And standing around poking them like this and not and making sure you don't have your fingers behind there. It's gonna, well, actually, that wasn't too hard. Maybe we don't. Let's start by doing it by hand, I guess. Because the glue seems to be holding it together quite well for the most part. Probably gonna regret that in the end or something. I don't know. Less noise this way. But yeah, there's a, now it's starting to poke off the inner part. Maybe if I sharpen this, but we can just do it the easy way instead. I mean, this still takes a bit of time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is a very, very convenient way of getting the job done quickly and without having to, no. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not doing a historical reenactment thing or anything that I want to be made in a historically correct way or anything. Uh, it's a costume, so the end result is what counts. Nothing really else. Do we do this with two needles? Yeah, let's do it with two needles then. Let's do it. Let's do this part properly then. Anyway, it's also easier to get it done. It's also easier to do this if you either use one of those fork thingies to make holes or if you drill holes, because the holes are pretty big. Well, I guess depending on the size of drill you're using or the drill bit you're using, but in general. And then you can use the needle that you can see as a guide. Yeah, yeah, using power tools can be scary at start. Once you get used to it, it's good. But a little bit of, I don't know if fear is the right word, but you know, a little bit of fear teaches you a bit of respect because you can hurt yourself on power tools, for sure. Uh, it's quite easy if you like make a mistake that you're gonna cut yourself off. Usually Dremels are like, you're usually sand and cut with small wheels, so they're pretty safe for a power tool. So it's a good power tool to start with. Stop falling down. Oh. And then we'll see about making the decorations. I'm not sure if I want to decorate it with the texts now. I might do some text on the hat band, so you can remove that. Or I'll just go bananas on this hat, and if I don't like it, I'll put it on a shelf or put it up on Etsy, and then I'll make another hat. I mean, you can't let uh, fear of failing stop you from doing the thing, because then you're never gonna do the thing. And to be honest, this piece of leather was actually given to me, so I haven't even paid for it. So this is basically, except for the work time, this is a free hat. sewing streams aren't the most action filled, and apparently not much talking being done either. I don't really know what to say. But yeah, as I said, I might do another hat in the softer material because that's actually nicer to wear. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just make a couple of hats for this character. You can change out depending on. So we'll go a little bit bananas on this one with like the scratched text. So this is like the fanatic version of the outfit or the hat. Should probably like inscribe a pattern. That's something I should have done if I've done a proper pattern. Actually, should have done that way. Oh crap! Did I? Yeah, I did. This happens if you're not careful when you're sewing with two needles. You're pushing one needle through the other thread. That's why you want both needles through at the same time. Just cut this piece off. That's a bit worn and frazzled now. Yeah, so we might do more hats because hats are cool, if nothing else. Hello, fighting games. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you are well. Yes, I am a bit quiet because I'm contemplating my options for the hats basically, and I get stuck in my thinking. It's once you're used to sewing like this, it gets so repetitive, it's almost like meditation. It's a little bit you zone out while doing it. Yeah, welcome to the club. We were just talking about that earlier. We're none of us are feeling like 100% here today, I think. So you're in the right place, my friend. If we all pool our resources together, we might be a full human today. That's not bad. A whole human being. But yeah, I definitely feel you on that one. I guess it's just one of those days. Maybe it's just one of those days. Let's all have, well, I'll have some ice cream when I come home because I don't have any ice cream here. Also, it's hard to eat ice cream and sew at the same time. But you know what you have to do every now and then. The bad part about drilling these holes is that of course there's holes here now, and you can still see through them slightly. If you use an owl to punch your little holes through, it gets much tighter. Good for watertight stuff. Don't use a drill if you're gonna make a water skin or something like that. We talked about that yesterday actually, and I planned a bit for that today in case of, hat sort of gets done and I still want to keep on going for a bit. And I realized I have all my stuff here. This one is not complete, but and I haven't tested it, so I'm not sure if it's workable yet. But otherwise, here we go. One leather waxed water container. Ooh, delivery ice cream. You no longer feel excitement when oh, have they finally gone too far? One too many Marvel things. I kind of got bored with Marvel by the end of the universe series, like Infinity Wars and all that, all the Infinity Stone things and all the war thingies, and everything was just boring then. Fancy stuff ice cream. Ooh. Yeah, but it's ice cream. I mean, sometimes you just gotta. It's just how it is. Fancy ice cream. Well, do let us know how that turns out. If the fancy fancy ice cream is good enough to bother about or not. I mean, yeah, it kind of does. I haven't even watched WandaVision. I was just like, no, I don't wanna. Don't wanna see them in the setting of a, like what looks like a comedy show. I don't care anymore. Also, I thought Thanos was a really boring bad guy. Super generic in the end and like weird. It's like a universal tantrum baby with the superpowers. And so I kind of I watched all the movies, but I wasn't like, oh, the new movie's coming out. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that too because I am interested in how they're gonna, I mean, how that's gonna turn out. Because the first one is probably one of my, Black Panther is one of my, if not the favorite Marvel cinematic universe movie. I love a movie where the antagonist actually has a point. Now there's Thanos. Thanos, listen to this, Thanos. Your finger snapping purple grape dude. That's a good bad guy. I mean, his methods were still crap because he's was like the bad guy and he was pissed, but he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong, and even the antagonist, even the good guy, the hero himself, realized this in by the end. I mean, he literally screams it at his ancestors. You're all wrong. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, I even forgot that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a thing because I thought it was. I mean, WandaVision, I get it. In the comics and everything, they are married and blah 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 blah. They are together. That's the thing. All right, we're okay with that. And then it's like, let's take these two like Captain America's sidekick characters and put them together in a show. It just felt weird. Yes, that is the one. And I mean, the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie was amazing. The second one, not so much. Uh, but the first Guardians of the Galaxy was amazing. A really cool movie.